why I think real estate is a bad investment for me. Real estate could be a great investment for you, and it may have made you very rich, but I don't think that it's a good investment for me based on like my current circumstances and my lifestyle and my goals and my strengths and weaknesses. So there might be a little bit of clickbait in the title, but this is going to be my personal reasons why I think real estate is a bad investment for me. First though, if you're new to the channel, I'm Justin. I like to talk about dividend investing, income from options, financial independence, document my own journey towards financial independence. So if you like this video, I'd really appreciate it. If you like this video and if you like these kind of channels, you can subscribe to my channel because I put these videos out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or maybe Saturday, depending on my schedule. Now, I understand the benefits of real estate, and there's a lot of benefits to real estate. There's the cash flow, there's the appreciation in the price of the real estate, there's the equity, having someone else pay off your mortgage, and then there's all the tax benefits to real estate. And I understand those, and they're great. But for me in my current situation, where I don't live in the United States, it's much more difficult to sort out all the problems with owning rental properties in the United States. So I think that my strengths and my energy would be better spent elsewhere than worrying about buying rental properties in another country. I know that if I really wanted to and I was set on it, all these problems, I could overcome these problems. I could sort it out and figure it all out to, be successful if I wanted to be. But these things I don't, just my personality and what I think I'm good at, what I think I'm not good at. My energy's best not spent trying to figure that stuff out. Even though like 99% of millionaires or whatever have real estate, have some sort of rental property in their portfolio. And I know all the statistics, but it's not for me at this point in my investing career. Now, first, I do live overseas. I don't live in the United States, and I live a kind of a minimalist lifestyle, and I prefer to be able to just pack up and leave and things like that. Like even when I did own a house in the United States, I didn't have couches, and my friends would come over and we would literally sit on the floor and drink because I didn't have couches in my house. So if I wanted to buy a rental property, I don't know how I would buy a rental property. Do I actually have to fly to the United States to sign paperwork? Do I have to do a power of attorney? How do I sign that? Do I need to go to the embassy to sign that for someone else to sign? There's a lot of questions on, how I do that. And then there's just location. There's no way for me to really know any location outside of my hometown. If I can't find a good investment in my hometown, how do I find a good investment in Las Vegas or Texas or Denver or wherever? And location's really important for real estate. Like if you have your rental property on, this might be a good neighborhood, but across the street, 2 blocks down might be a bad neighborhood. And I don't know those differences. And that's a really important part of having like a rental property is a good neighborhood. And I don't want to be a slumlord. Next thing, I'll need a property manager. And property managers are super important too because they have such a big impact if your property's cash flow positive or negative. I could Google, and look up the reviews of different property managers, but still there's no way I'd be able to check on my property, to see if there's like a minor repair that needs to be fixed, look check on the minor repair before it turns into a big repair that would cost me more money to fix. Then I don't really know about how much this stuff costs to fix. I don't know how much is a fair price to do a roof, or tear down a wall, or build a new wall, or hang drywall, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how much that costs, and so I really don't know if that's a good what is a good price. And my expertise is just there's zero expertise when it comes to repairs on a house. Definitely not a strong point. Even hanging up these pictures got me really upset and got me mad and stressed out. Just hanging those stupid, actually they're really nice, but it got me really more mad than it should have to hang those things up. I was watching a Meet Kevin video the other day, and he's walking through this house and he's pointing out 2x4s and ducts, and he's talking about, I don't know, how these 2x4s are nailed into each other. And that's not something that interests me, and I don't want to learn about that stuff. But some people love that stuff, and they like painting, and they like drywall, and they like doing all this kind of handy stuff, but that's not me. I actually do like learning about option Greeks, and I like learning about how gamma will increase delta the closer it gets to the date to expiration. And I like learning about all those numbers and stuff, and statistics and all that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm much better with the numbers thing than I am with my hands. So I think my effort and my time would be better spent learning about options and doing things like that over real estate. Another thing is leverage. I don't really want to take out a mortgage, and if I did have a mortgage, I'd want to make sure that it's completely not an issue if something happens and I lose a tenant, and even something crazy happens, and I would want to make sure I could pay off the complete mortgage, no problem. And then even that, $200,000 mortgage where it would not be a big deal for me, I'd still want to be positive. I'd still want a positive net worth, and not have to worry about this mortgage and this debt. And I do understand how inflation eats away at the debt, and you have your tenants paying it off over the years, and you're getting a low interest rate and all that stuff. But I feel uneasy about having 5 or 6 mortgages and stuff. Maybe I'd want to just buy the property straight up cash. Another thing is the eviction moratorium right now. And we're going through some really hard times, and a lot of people are out of work. If you work in the tourism industry, there's a lot of people probably not working right now. If you work for airlines, hotels, things like that, where tourism is it's not really a thing at the moment. So you have a lot of people that are not working, and we have this eviction moratorium where they cannot get evicted if they fill out their sheet. And I really hope this all comes through and everything works out well for everybody, and we come through this COVID-19 crisis soon as we possibly can. But that'd be a really difficult position to have to pay your mortgage, and we don't know how long these eviction moratoriums are going to go on. And you have to pay your mortgage, but you still have somebody living in your property. It's a really difficult situation for everybody. And then if this doesn't get cleared up soon, landlords and evictions and rent, that can be more politicized in the future if things don't get better soon. And this stuff can, so the political risk to being a landlord it could get much worse. It could get bigger and much worse if things don't improve relatively quickly. those are the reasons that I'd rather not invest in rental properties at this stage in my career. I can imagine in the future investing in rental properties, but that'd be more of a store my wealth kind of thing and preserve my wealth kind of thing, and not build my wealth. Something, like buy 5 properties and maybe just have them all pay one property down until it's paid off, and then do it again and again and again. Something like that. And it'd be at a point where I wouldn't have to worry about the mortgage. Or maybe I could just pay them off in cash or something like that. But yeah, rental properties right now are not on my list, and I choose not to worry about that, or it's not going to be a thing for me right now. Just, because I don't live in the United States. I got to worry about travel. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to sort out a property manager, repairs, mortgage, the political risk right now. And all these, I could sort it out, and I could overcome all these difficulties if I wanted to try and do it. But it's not something that I'm interested in, and I think my efforts, energy can be better spent elsewhere. So I hope you get something out of this video. Give me a like if you watched up to this point. That would be really appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because I'm putting out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or maybe Saturday, depending on my schedule. And yeah, leave a little comment down below how you feel about rental properties. And I do invest in REITs though. I do have realty income and a couple other REITs in my investing portfolio. But those aren't rental properties. Yeah, leave a little comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, I want you to have a good day. Okay?